I'm the depart. Although I'm working as a Chinese translator in my company, but the company has put me in the HR department, that is human resource department, and which their work is not only to hire the newcomers but also to take care of all the company. So something was recently going on in our company that they found, because my company is a production company, so we have to deal with some the laborers also. And recently, my boss found that some of the laborers was taking some tobacco and tobacco substances that is not only harmful for them. Actually, they make the company very dirty. They just spit it out at anywhere, not only in the washroom and the other places also, and they make the walls and some places very dirty. And according to my boss, he just asked my department, the human resource department, that wherever you found anyone is taking tobacco or carrying tobacco in the company, you have to fire him immediately, because we have already put it the notice on the notice board that if somebody found taking tobacco or tobacco substances in our company, we will fire them immediately without giving any notice period. So yesterday I was, just crossing through from some place, and I found one person that he was taking tobacco. Actually, what I usually do, that whenever I find someone taking tobacco, I just warn him and just tell him that not to commit the same thing again, should not take the tobacco again. And they actually, and people listen to me also, and they just not taking tobacco anymore in the company. Once I found them that they're taking, and I just tell them not to bring it again, and they really listen me. And yesterday, same again, I found one person was taking tobacco, and I told him that what is in your pocket, and he was just keep on standing very quietly, nothing replied. And I asked him two times that what is in your pocket, and he said nothing. Then I asked him to open his mouth so that I can, click a photo, a picture, and he, he started, he started shouting. Actually, he's a very old employee of our company, and because my company is a Chinese company, so some of the Chinese, actually, he's a management Chinese person, actually likes him also, because he's a some of the one of the old employee, and he can manage a few of the works. He knows that how to operate few machineries, and some other works also he can do, and he's a good person actually. He can do a lot of works. But once I found him taking tobacco, and he started shouting that actually he was very egoistic, that nobody can fire me from the company, because I'm the person who is in the company from last several years, and I can manage a lot of things. And said something at the same time, because he was shouting, and he ran away to looking for our boss, to Chinese person. And the Chinese person asked him that what happened, and I told him that he was taking the tobacco, and I asked him that what is in your pocket, and he started shouting that I am going to resign from the company, and nobody can make fire me from the company. If I will resign, then even the boss will not accept my resignation letter, because I am one of the old employee. And the boss said, because the boss said to me that according to our policies, if somebody found taking tobacco, no matter who, we have to fire him immediately. So I was also a bit angry, because he was that person was shouting. And I just went back to my office, went back to my cabin, and just sat there quietly. And my HR manager was started typing the firing letter. And for the I just came up in my mind that I should calm down first and think about it first. And just for 2 or 3 minutes, I just came down myself, calm down myself, and thought about all the situation, and just do some kind of calculations in my mind, that what is the salary of this person. The salary of this person is very much low. It's about the very basic salary, about 12,000 or 13,000 rupees. And it's really a very low salary. And he's a person who came from the some of the village and working here to just have the daily food, nothing else I think he can do. And even his wife also working in the company as a labor also only. And I just thought that I think maybe if I will fire him, I think he will take about 2 or 3 months, and then only he will find another company. And I don't know that when. you'll find the company on the same salary or maybe more than less than that, and he's a looks like a you know idle person who must be having the kids also in his house. And I was confused, get confused that time that I'm firing that person. And maybe he will face, just for the small mistake, he will face a big problem in his life. So I just talked to my HR that I think we should give him the warning letter first. And maybe he has shouted because maybe he's not he become egoistic suddenly. And the once that person found that we are firing from the company, and boss is also agree, because earlier he was in very ego that nobody can fire me from the company. And once he found that the boss is also agree with the firing letter regards him, and he started just running here to there and asking help from or anyone, and came to me also and saying sorry. So I just make up my mind that's not to fire him, just give him a warning letter. And if later he will commit the same mistake, I think he should, we can fire them, we can fire him then. So I think what learning we get from here, that if you are wrong, I think nobody will going to support him. Same happened to that person also, because he was wrong, although he was old employee and he can do a lot of things, he has a lot of skills, but nobody supported him, and everybody said that fire him immediately. Because if you are wrong, I think nobody can support. If you are right, I think everybody can support. So this is a great learning that we have to learn and implement in our life, that we should always do the right things. And if we are doing something wrong, I think we should apologize for that, and the next time should not commit the same mistake again. So this was the reflection what I would like to share with all of you. And